Yo, Sanjay Uchi here, people, and I hope you liked that intro. Get used to it because obviously now it's my new channel intro. Let me know what you thought about it as well. But getting into this one, I'm bringing you my review on Dragon Ball Super Episode 94, and my initial thoughts on it, simple. Nice, fun episode that doesn't introduce any polarizing problems for the fan base. Just nice, it's entertaining, fun to watch. It's very much driven by character interactions, and I guess that's only natural since we're coming down to the last waiting, the last hour of waiting for the tournament in universe, that is. But let's get right into it. So, as I mentioned, episode 94 is really driven by its how the various characters from the various universes are interacting, and I don't mean like some kind of situation where they all the universes participate in the tournament, like they're there at the venue and they're interacting with each other. I'm just talking within Universe 7 itself, and where Gods of Destruction Katila of Universe 4 and God of Destruction Sidra of Universe 9 are concerned. So, right off the bat, we get our first good dose of character interaction here, and it's between the Gods of Destruction, Katila, and Sidra. And we see through their interaction that we kind of see Katila's nature, kind of devious, kind of plotting, because he essentially lies to Sidra in this episode that Universe 7 is planned to take them out first, really and truly, and that's not the case. So we kind of see Katila manipulating certain things behind the scenes just to get Universe 7 out of the way, because he feels his universe will stand a better chance if Universe 7's out of the way. I'm wondering, that does kind of say a lot about the Universe 4 fighters, is that they won't be that strong. I mean, granted, we know for a fact that the universes that will be the star attraction in this tournament are Universe 7, 6, and 11. So, but still, to kind of have it be implied that another universe might not be all that. I know we know we're gonna get some fathers here and there, but it kind of says a lot about Universe 4 in terms of the quality of their fighters or the strength level. But as we know, this is a term that's gonna incorporate tactics, so strength alone won't be enough. So we'll see how Universe 4 performs at the end of the day. Continuing, so we get this nice scene of Katila and Sidra interacting through some, I mean, since the ability of the Gods of Destruction to communicate with each other, like inter-universe communication, something like that. But it was a cool scene. I like it how it was portrayed visually. That was definitely good. So we get the plot that Katila wants, I'm not sure if they're all from Universe 9, but basically he convinces Sidra to get some assassins to essentially take out Freeza, because he's been made aware that the Universe 7 brought back Freeza, a dead warrior. So, but the plot is to try not to get the Omni King, just make sure he doesn't find out. So Katila kind of just advised that, hire some guys from your universe that, that can't be linked back to you. So we kind of see that Katila by nature is devious. It's kind of cool that we kind of learn more about the nature of his character, so that was a plus for the episode. But going back to it, in Universe 7, we know Goku's back from hell after, and he informs everybody else that, hey, Frieza's coming back, and he tries to kind of play it smooth and not tell them that, we're gonna revive Frieza at the end of this, but they eventually get the truth out of him, and of course they react how you expect, like, hey, whatever. No, not whatever, but hey, like, how could you do this, Goku? That kind of reaction. But Whis mentions, hey, Frieza getting revived compared to Universe being destroyed, it's like a drop in the bucket, really and truly. So there's that. So we get some funny scenes with Vegeta defending Frieza's name, like trying to convince Trunks that he's a good guy, and we get some more entertaining sequences when Krillin, Goten, Trunks, and Android 18 go to the island to fetch 17. That was definitely a fun time in the episode. It was like it was like trying to talk to somebody you're not comfortable around. That's what Krillin and 17, their relationship is, honestly. And it was just fun to see on screen, simply entertaining, I must say. Of course, Goku does go to Fortune Teller Baba to, pick up Frieza, while we find that Master Roshi is at Karin's lookout. And I must say, we do know that Master Roshi trained with Korin, yeah, back in the day, and it kind of felt like this, I guess, full circle moment for Master Roshi's character, which was pretty good to see. We see that he has a new technique, these lightning, I forgot the name, lightning surprise special attack or something like that. So, as we know, the tournament isn't gonna simply revolve around strength, but tactics as well. So Master Roshi has this new technique where he can use to immobilize his foes. Of course, I don't know if it works on anybody, so that we don't know, but it's good to see that, hey, he has a new technique. That's cool to see. Of course, back at Fortune Teller Baba's place, Frieza's back, and it's always fun to see Goku and Frieza interact. Honestly, we get some, hey, my hand slipped exchange moments where like Frieza really does hate Goku, honestly, and I honestly love the character dynamic between these two on screen. I hope we get much more of that in the coming episodes. Honestly, it's cool. But eventually they're going back to Bulma's place, but before that, the assassins that were hired by Sidra and Katila arrive, and of course he doesn't disclose who hired him or who sent him. And while Goku's talking to him, Frieza just attacks him with a death beam and transforms into Golden Frieza. Like, it's very over dramatized though, like, especially since we saw Frieza. Like, if it was the first time he was transformed into Golden, since we saw him again, I'd understand, but he transformed into his Golden form in Hell before this. So I know it may be just to build up screen time, but still, but trust me, it was epic. It was pretty cool to see. So, and that's where your episode ends, basically. That's like your episode in a nutshell. All in all, I love this episode. It's very entertaining. I think it's one of the more stronger entries in this arc, like pre-tournament, but still in the universe survival arc. Reason being, it doesn't polarize the fan base like last week's episode. That was entertaining, but like it introduces too much debatable things. For example, like, and I'm sure everybody's been saying it so far, like the Universe 6 sayings, like arguments can be made for it, arguments can be made against it. Some can say it's bullshit for writing, Dragon Ball Super as usual. Some could say, Dragon Ball Z made similar mistakes and try to excuse it. Like, episodes like that I find when they introduce something very polarizing like that, they do something that's very debatable in terms of its execution and writing. Yeah. But the point is, having an episode in recent times like this that doesn't introduce that problem gets a good rating from me, and not to mention that it was very entertaining. Before I go, I forgot to mention there are some interesting points in this episode as well, like Android 17 and Piccolo interacting, because that was a scene I've been waiting to see since I heard 17 was joining the team. Piccolo, 17, I mean, they fought against each other in this Cell Saga, Imperfect Cell Saga, and we know they teamed up before 17 was absorbed, but they haven't really seen or spoken to each other since. So it was kind of cool to see them coming together and shaking hands and say, hey, I'm glad to have you on Team 17. That was cool. Of course, as I said, the scenes on the island with Krillin, 17, 18, and Maroon, that was entertaining and cool to see too. Overall, it's a very entertaining episode. I found that the pacing was pretty well done as well. We weren't stuck in one place for too long, and that's something that I've basically said time and time again with some of these recent episodes where it's jumped from universe to universe. They did it, but I wish they did more in all these episodes that's been building up. Would have given the previous episodes before, like these recent episodes, a more interesting dynamic, which is always good. But all in all, Dragon Ball Super episode 94, it was good. Loved it. Rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought about this review as well. I mean, that's really it. Rate, comment, subscribe. And oh, and as I said, let me know what you thought about my new intro. Like, yeah, I mean, it's only like 16 seconds, but I really put some effort into it. So, man, I don't know, use your mouse, subscribe, like, yeah. But yeah, Sanju, Chi, and I'll see you in the next one, people.